What's up, y'all? LordDunsparce welcomes you to the Pokemon tag video. This video was inspired by TamashiiHiroka's own video of this very subject. Basically, I'll be answering a bunch of Pokemon related questions, and they will all be in the description. And also be linking Tamashi's video and her channel. Definitely go check her out. She's very enjoyable to watch. And beta secrets, man. Be very interesting. Very interesting. The background is Binding of Isaac Rebirth, as I fail at getting the Steven item to complete my item collection. As for the floor resetting, I'm basically trying to get little Steven in an item room and then hopefully run into a Steven fight. That way I can get the Steven drop. Because let's be honest here, that item is ridiculous to get now. Enough Isaac talk. We got Pokemon questions to answer. 27 Pokemon questions and a 28th asking me to tag 2 people. Although I'm gonna tag 8, so bear that in mind. With that said, let's get this started. What is your favorite Pokemon type? Typically, it's fire. Reason being, when I start a Pokemon game, 9 times out of 10, I will pick the fire starter on my first playthrough. I don't know, I just have a strong affinity for fire. Which is odd because when I was younger, I had pyrophobia. Even though this wasn't Pokemon related, but even still. It's kind of odd that I use a video game medium to enjoy fire very much. My pyrophobia is nowhere as bad as it used to be. It's more like at a stage where I respect fire, I don't screw with it. Besides, my eyesight's kind of bad, so it's not like I'm going to handle lighters or anything like that. It's a bad idea. Yeah. What is your favorite region? Well, there are 6 regions now, but my favorite is Johto. I started playing via Johto, although you could say I started Kanto via Blue, but mind you, I really started getting into Pokemon when I played my cousin's Gold version. There will be a lot of stories involving that version later on, so look forward to that. Basically, Johto inspired 2 new types, 100 new Pokemon, and the best part, biggest surprise, after you completed the Elite Four, you got to go back to Kanto and collect those badges. And then beat up Red, the jerk of Mount Silver and his overpowered Pikachu. Yeah, that's the life. It's sad that the other games don't kind of connect region-wise, because what make for a longer story, but I can understand why Game Freak and Nintendo wouldn't do such a thing. Maybe it's data restrictions, or maybe it's just something they don't want to do business-wise. You never know. Never know. Anyway, there we go. Which Pokemon games do I own? Well, unfortunately, I don't have any of the older generations prior to Gen 4, because let's be honest here, those batteries easily got dead. Did have a lot of them though, but what I currently own, with the exception of Soul Silver, which I gave to a cousin that is in the military, that's stationed in Colorado, gave it to him over the Christmas holidays when he came over to visit with his family. But anyway, I have Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, Black and White 2, Heart Gold, Pokemon X and Y, and Oris, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire. Although Omega Ruby I let my brother play whenever he feels like it, whenever he's not busy playing his PS4, because you know I can't keep up with 2 versions, and plus I'll eventually give him that version whenever he gets his own 3DS. I don't mind letting him use my spare DS because, well, let's be honest here. Only time I use it's when I'm trading to myself and using the egg power on an other system to speed up egg hatching. But enough on that. Enough on that. moving right along. In the Pokemon games, which gender do I normally play as? Well, it's just easier for me to play a male. Has nothing to do with being sexist though, because to be honest, I play as the female on occasion also. Now the main reason why I like playing as the male though, came in X and Y in the form of that Pangaro hat. Although, very embarrassing story, it took me well over 900 hours to get that hat. Because, you know, I never looked at getting it. All I did was start breeding and shiny hunting and all that jazz after I got the shiny charm and the oval charm. So, needless to say, when I looked up the process on how to get said hat, embarrassingly to say, I was over 900 hours in before I got the hat. But hey, at least I got it quick in Pokemon Y. That's something. Yeah, boy. No one's gonna let me live that one down. Oh well. Do I watch the anime? No, I do not, but I will occasionally look up certain moments of the anime. For example, did you know that Piplup is a jerk? Not a jerk as in mean, but more like a troll. Trolling poor little Oshawott. Oshawott thinks he gonna get some loving from the Meloetta. No! Piplup interferes with that. Also, Piplup mocks him when Denari gives Pikachu a hug, so there is that. Yeah. You know, it's odd, but wouldn't you think with his mannerisms that Oshawott would be Pokemon more suited for Brock? They'd go hand in hand. But Silent replaces Brock anyway, so bear that in mind too, I suppose. And of course, Dunsparce owns Ash's Pikachu in the Black and White saga. There's one instance where they find a Dunsparce in the wild. Ash wants to try to catch it. Of course, he fails miserably. Gets Iris mad at him in the process because he breaks her flower. Blames Axew as well, so yeah. I don't hate the anime, I just don't keep up with it, you know. I don't really watch TV that much. I'm more of a computer person, so YouTube's my main source of media. Unless I'm watching World's Dumbest. And I got the TV on for True TV, but that's about it. The more you know. How many Pokemon in the PokeDex have you seen in your latest game? Alpha Sapphire 719. Fun fact, this also applies to Pokemon X and Y. How many do I own? 719, all three games aforementioned. Although I do have all the Pokemon in Pokemon Black, 646. Of course I transferred them all, so now they're on Gen 5. Gen 6. You're dumb. I'm dumb. Yeah. Yeah. Do I even like Pokemon? Does a bear poop in the woods? This kind of the sarcastic question of sarcasm, because think about it. If a person didn't like Pokemon, they wouldn't be sincere with their answers on this tag video. But yes, I enjoy Pokemon. There are too many reasons to list why. Yeah. Do you collect the trading cards? I used to when I was younger, but now I do not. The reason why I don't play or collect anymore is simple. I never bothered finding a player base to play along with when I was younger, because, you know, I couldn't find any. And nowadays, it's pretty much nigh impossible. I mean, there's not many area card shops for me in my area, so that's kind of a thing. And I don't like competing with meta games and trading card games, especially after having quit Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, ugh, I got some horror stories on that, but that's for another day, maybe in another video. I mean, I could handle the rotating out of sets because, you know, I've played Magic for a bit, but never got really into that because, you know, couldn't keep up money-wise. I mean, yeah. People are too competitive. I mean, I know being competitive helps you get more stuff, but really, what happened to playing for fun? I mean, that's what I can do in the games at the very least, and it don't cost me anything except for time. So, the more you know. The more you know. Do I draw Pokemon? No, but I wish I did, because I got a bunch of ideas I would like to try. For example, after drawing Pokemon, I would like to mess with their the colors of their appearance. More specifically, their shiny forms, because some shinies, they look kind of meh, and in some, you know, little to be desired. Dunsparce, I don't mind the pink, but I have this crazy imagination of a black and red and gold Dunsparce, you know, kind of like a snake. I mean, he is based off the Tsuchinoko, after all, so. And I pretty much kind of spoiled who's my favorite Pokemon. Of course, if you see my mascot for the channel, that is quite obvious. Dunsparce. Dunsparce, funny story behind him with my first encounter with it. Very scary. Toxic and Protect. Pokemon Stadium 2, one of the Rocket Grunts. Not nice. Not nice. And considering I was very young at the time, I wasn't aware of the types. So, you know, didn't know that, oh, smack it with a good fighting type and it dies. Of course, to be fair, there wasn't that many good fighting moves. And even if there were, well, there was only a few strong fighters out there. So, that's something to bear in mind. Second favorite, of course from the Johto region, is Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil, the fire-farted Pokemon. Actually, let's include the entire Cyndaquil line because, let's be honest, I never keep a Cyndaquil forever. I let it evolve and show its true power. As a Cyndaquil, it can get away with peeping at the ladies because he is always watching. The ladies don't know because he has his eyes closed. But we all know that he's a naughty Cyndaquil. And in Quilava, he gets a little fiercer. And of course, Typhlosion, where all hell breaks loose. Also, he's the only mono fire type starter that keeps that monotype throughout its evolutionary line. I mean, sure, you got Charmander and all the others, but they lose their monotyping at some point during the evolutionary line, whereas Cyndaquil does not lose it at all. So, yeah. Now we go into legendaries. There are a lot, but we got two of them. My favorite, not because Mew is the original first legendary event Pokemon, but, you know, I joked around in my Pokeponderings video, the first episode. I eventually have to work on more episodes. I'm lazy. But, that Dittos are poop from Mew and Mewtwo that psychic energy gave life to and became a Ditto. And there's a bunch of DNA stuff involved too, but basically with DNA from Mew, giving it the ability to transform into Pokemon to defend itself, and the imposter ability helps it a lot. Mew only gets synchronized. I don't know what its hidden ability is, although I know Mewtwo has Unnerve, so I don't know. Don't know. Surprised there's no Mega Mew yet, but I digress. Blue Mew, though. And my second favorite Pokemon. The man, the myth, the girl. I don't know if it has a gender, but Shaman! Shaman, the hamster of grass. I don't care if it's not I call a friggin' hamster. Grass hamster of death. It goes around showing its cuteness, but while you're distracted by its cuteness, it attacks with seed flares. But wait, there's more. If it has a Gracidia flower during the day, you best hide, because there is nowhere you can run from it. Sky Shaman form has the ability of very quick speed. Very dangerous. Also has Serene Grace. That's kind of mean too. Yep. Although, if you hide in an icy place, then you're okay, because flying grass kind of, you know, gets wrecked. Sorry, Shaman, but I still love you. What number is 493 in the Pokedex? That is Arceus. Yes, I'm going by the Battle Revolution pronunciation, and the initial pronunciation that I've been using since I've encountered the beast. So, I know there's Arceus and Arceus, although Arceus is not really something that we can prove is a true saying. But then again, kanji to English could make it so, but Arceus. Even though it sounds like we're saying but us. Yeah, he's a butthead. But he's a strong butthead. His 720 base stats with even stats all across the board, his ability to change type based on what plate he's holding, it's holding, she's holding. Gender really doesn't matter at this point. It's the alpha Pokemon. It does what the heck it wants. Although, how the Pokedex says it has 1,000 arms, it makes you wonder. Its deity form would be interesting to see, instead of the llama goat form, but close enough. Close enough. Would you rather have a Meowth or a Growlithe? A cat that can magically make money scatter around when hitting a person, or a dog that can set things on fire? Pokemon Fusion, combine them together! I hope you enjoy your nightmares. But seriously, it would be kind of cool. Pokemon Fusion. That would be kind of good. Meowth? Yeah. That's what I'd call it. Although the image would probably say differently, but might be close. Do I have any relatives that play Pokemon? Well, I only have a few that I can account for. Let's be current though, because the cousin that had the gold version, that was when we were younger. He doesn't really play it much anymore. So that leaves my brother and the cousin in Colorado that play Pokemon. Other than that, I don't really keep in touch with most of my relatives. I'm not a very sociable person. I keep to myself a lot, which is odd because, you know, I make YouTube videos of me talking to myself, playing video games, and posting them online so people can watch and interact with me via comments. It's weird, but hey, it's how you live life. How you live life. It's fun though. How often do you think about Pokemon? Every day. Can't say every second of every day, because, you know, I've been playing Isaac, and, well, I'd be a liar if I said I thought of Pokemon all the time, because, you know, Isaac and other stuff. But yeah, a day does not go by without me thinking of Pokemon in some form or fashion. Do I hide the fact that I like Pokemon in the presence of my real-life friends? No and no. No, for the first part, yes, I'm addressing it as two parts, as, you know, I don't hide it. I may keep quiet in a public setting, but, you know, if I'm playing Pokemon and someone, you know, confronts me about it, simply tell them, look, mind your own business. I ain't disturbing you. Go away. Shut up. Of course, I don't have that many real-life friends that I keep in touch with, so they really don't bother me. So I don't even have to hide it from them. So that is something to keep in mind. But remember, folks, if you like something like an anime or something, but, you know, get insulted or people put you down for liking it, then more than likely that's a sign that you may need new friends, because if they're gonna put you down for enjoying something, then, you know, that's, you know, wrong. I can understand if a person's overly fanatical about it to the point that, you know, they're a nuisance. Of course, this is how respect works. You don't force your beliefs on others, and in turn, they don't force theirs on you. That's how it should work anyway. That doesn't always mean that it will, unfortunately. What pets do I have that resemble Pokemon? That would be my dog. Well, more like my sister's dog. But anyway, the dog, Chub. She calls it Beethoven. I call him Chub because, you know, he's fat. He's white, kind of like the little Chubs from The Binding of Isaac. But this is a Pokemon-related question, and Chub is not Pokemon, but Eevee is. How does a dog look like an Eevee? Well, Pomimos, Pomeranian American Eskimo breed, this particular one has a white coat, kind of like the shiny Eevee. Very poofy hair, fox-like ears, kind of like the Eevee. Not quite as defined as Eevee's ears, obviously, but, you know, looks like an Eevee in my opinion. So, shiny Eevee. Shiny Eevee dog. Pokedogs. What Pokemon do I hate the most? Roman legendaries. And no, I don't hate them, I just dislike them. So you got a lot of them on this one. That's like 12 roamers throughout the generations. Gen 2 and 3 with Raikou, Entei, and Suicune. Gen 3 with Latios and Latias. Gen 4 with Mesprit and Cresselia. Gen 5 with Thundurus and Tornadus. And Gen 6 with the accursed... Yeah, the Latias count. No? They don't? No, the Latias don't count in Gen 6. But the legendary birds, Zapdos, Articuno, and Moltres are roamers. Well, it's kind of complicated with them, because you do have to chase them down, and they do run away, meaning you can't just chunk a Master Ball at them, but you eventually have them run off to the Sea Spirit's Den, where you eventually catch them there. Bear in mind that you only get one perversion per playthrough, based on what starter you use for the legendary birds. This also applies for the legendary dogs in Leaf Green and Fire Red. Bear in mind though that they are bugged, meaning if you don't throw the Master Ball at them and they somehow elude you by Raw or something, then you will not be able to track them down in the PokeDex. This is what I've heard anyway. I could be wrong, but then again, Fire Red and Leaf Green are old games, so yeah. Said, don't hate any Pokemon. I just dislike the premise of roaming legendaries taking so much time to get. I mean, sure, obvious solution, throw a Master Ball at them. But then again, you don't need the Master Ball. You just need a lot of hard work and patience. Which evolution do you like best? Personally, I can't say I like any of the evolutions without mentioning the original form, pre-evolution Eevee. Think about it. Most of the battle sets in competitive usually rely on egg moves. More specifically for Eevee, well, Umbreon's a more specific example, Wish. Wish is not a move it normally can learn. But if you have an egg move onto the Eevee and then evolve it, then you get Wish. And lo and behold, the trolliest Umbreon you ever did know. Other cool egg moves too you can get, like Curse, Yawn, and if I'm not mistaken, which I probably am, but I believe in the Eevee stage it has access exclusively to Baton Pass and Trump Card. Which can be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So, Eevee. Of course, I mentioned that Eevee resembles Chub, aka Beethoven the dog, so, yeah. Which cast form is the best? What form? Form? Okay, I'll stop being a goofball with that. But I don't really care for cast form. I don't bother with it. But if I had to pick one, it'd be the fire form, mainly because I like fire type Pokemon. So yeah, enough with that. Because cast form is just a bunch of balls. Hey, bad pun. Woo. Which Deoxys form do I like the best? Personally, I like Defense. If you can bulk it up to be a good wall and then raise its attack, you got a nightmare to deal with. Unless you got opposition from a strong Dark, Bug, or Ghost type, if that thing is set up, Deoxys Defense will wreck everything. It is just deadly. On the other hand, most of its other forms can easily be destroyed. I mean, low defense kinda makes it frail. Glass cannons always have that downside. Articuno, Zapdos, or Moltres? I will go with Moltres, not just because it's a fire type, but funny story in regards to Pokemon Stadium, the first one. We have a trainer within the Prime Cup, one of the later ranks. Can't recall which, but I know there's a trainer that has all their Pokemon, but their names have Ash at the end of them. So one that sticks out though is Moltres, and that always made me giggle when I was younger. It was just silly. And if you really want to know who I'm talking about, I think he's the 6th, 7th, or 8th trainer within the Ultra Arm Master Ball Cup ranks. Could be wrong though. I know he was somewhere before or after the guy with the Mew though. Of course, he had that during round 2, so there is that. So, yeah. Not Moltres. Lugia or Ho-Oh? Ho-Oh mainly out of pity, but partly out of spite against Lugia. Now, Ho-Oh, to my knowledge, is the only legendary bird that has not had a movie devoted to it. I mean, you know, Pokemon 2000, the Power 1 had Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres, as well as Lugia, but no sign of Ho-Oh. Now, I know Ho-Oh had a better role in the anime via, you know, first episode, Ash seeing it, but there's really not much else I know about it. Supposedly he shows up in one of the intros of one of the Pokemon movies, though. Not really much, more like a cameo, but no matter. Now, the reason why I'm spiting Lugia is back when I first played Pokemon Gold and got into the World Islands to deal with the thing, after saving beforehand, of course, I had to deal with a troublesome troll capable of recovering, and then, since I didn't have a good means of keeping it immobilized via status conditions, it got to the point where I had to exhaust its recover, and then once gotten it to the red, try to catch it with Ultra Balls, but then it got to the point where it used Struggle and then killed itself. So, needless to say, it took a while to catch it. Although the revenge run, I actually caught it easier because Polar Whirl plus Ice Punch equals Freeze Effect equals Lugia trolled la 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 la. So, but yeah, much love to Ho-Oh though. Even though Stealth Rocks kinda isn't his friend. And we are at the end of the video, where I am going to tag 8 people. 8 people mainly to represent, you know, 8 gym leaders of a region. So, bear in mind that these people aren't required to, you know, make a response video. They are not obligated. They can choose to do so. However, I do hope they consider it, because, you know, I'd like to hear their opinion on some of these Pokemon questions. Be quite interesting. And of course, I will put their channel links in the description, as I highly recommend checking them out. Anyway, the 8 people are as follows. These are all either friends or people I have met through Twitter that have become acquainted with. Can't really say full friends, you know, because, you know, got to be a friend in their eyes too. But these are people I've come to know and have a kinship with. That's the proper word. We have 8 people. Let's kick things off. First off, we got WTX Jaichi, one of my inspirations for Let's Playing. Chocolate Milk, another inspiration. Burnt Pixels, again, another inspiration. Let's see. Lantern Joe, aka Joe's PH Games, another PokeTuber that, you know, quite a very big inspiration. Baraki XY, another PokeTuber. In fact, Wonder Trade Wednesdays at her streams are fun. So mentioned 5 people already. So we're down to 3 more. Let's go with the Kyrix82, another friend of mine, aka the Larvitar Man. Mario Yoshi, the Speed Demon. I mean, we got the Ruby, the Fire Red Omega, and the Emerald to quote. Which, you know, I enjoyed watching his videos. Or was it Sapphire that he did? I can't remember. I forget. I'm dumb. But yeah, Mario Yoshi 76. And last but certainly not least, Ceci Wolves of the Night, or WOTN. Now, special shout out to her because I did commission her to draw me Henri art via that the ninja photo on my channel banner, as well as my intro video. And through her, I met another person. Now, she can decide whether she wants to do the video or not. This isn't a tag, but, you know, shout out of love, because, you know, I love that Dunsparce hat and scarf that I ordered from her, and, you know, it was, they're my most prized possessions. So yeah, Carry Warning, K Warning 9, 8-Bit Stitch, her links will be in the description. Much love, Carrie, much love. Thank you. Much love to Ceci as well. And that about wraps things up. If you guys and gals are interested in doing the tag video, you're more than welcome to. Even if you weren't tagged, anybody watching, if you feel that you would like to answer the tag, go ahead. Feel free. Heck, you can even link your video in the comments if you decide to do it. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, links will be in the description for Tamashi, the people I tagged, and of course there's my links, which will be at the very bottom. I don't really care about my links half the time though. But, you know, as a channel wanting to slowly grow, you gotta, you know, network. So I got that Twitter at Kurikaze, LordDunsparce Honorary. That's the display name, of course. We got the Facebook page where I occasionally put up updates. Ask FM. If you got random questions for me, I'll answer them. I mean, no big deal. Although I haven't checked it lately, it's pretty much dead. It's silly. Very, very silly. And then, of course, my Kurikaze channel, my previous channel, that has a lot of videos. I'm treating it as an archive because I'm establishing myself as LordDunsparce permanently now. You know, wanted to make a name for myself, get organized, brand somewhat, you know, that sort of thing. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I am LordDunsparce, wishing you all a great day. Take care. Farewell. Hell on Resparce. Hell Dunsparce. Later.